Hi, this is Mrs. Ducharme, and I'm going to tell you about Paperpile, a new tool that we just bought that is for citing sources, for finding sources, and bookmarking. So it is great for all your research needs. I'm going to sign in, and I'm going to connect this with my Google account. The first time, my school one. Don't ask me why I have Mr. McClure in there. I have no idea. He used my computer once. Anyway, I always have it connected with my school account, and I'm going to sync it up with my Drive. When I first use it, it will ask me to make sure that I'm all synced with my Google Drive. My school Amersal one. Okay, here we go. So you can see my library is empty. The concept here is that I'm going to add my sources to here. I want to add them as PDFs. That's the goal. And so I'll show you how to do that. I'm working on this project here about mining, and so I'm going to be using these sources, but you can use any sources you want. So the first one I open up is Public Library of Science. Opens up like this, and I've done a search for coca and deforestation, and the article that I've decided to choose is right here. And the fastest way, I think, is to see if the title, copy-paste the title, and see if the title will pop up in Paperpile. So I paste my title in, and it's going to see if it can find it. If it's, okay, here it is. I'm going to add the plus, and it goes into my account. I have a choice when it goes in to look at the citation carefully now or look at it another time later. But Paperpile, it's good, but it's not smart. So we always have to check and make sure that it has found as much information about the source as possible. Okay? All right, I've done this one, land cover change. If it didn't find it, or if I wanted to save this on my computer, I could download the PDF and it would show like this. Okay, either way is fine to put in. The next one I'm going to choose is Science Reference Center from EBSCO. It opens up like this. And I'm always going to choose full text. And that will make sure that I can actually have whatever articles I find. And I always choose advanced search. Why? Because I am in high school. And in high school, I do high-level searching. Coca and deforestation, quick search, and I'm going to choose this one, Coca's role in killer slide. Here's the article. It's a short little one, but I'm going to take it. And I have found that the best way to get the PDF from EBSCO is to choose print. I tried here, I'll show you, I did this earlier, but I'll show you what happens. I tried to put the title in because that's always the easiest at first. But when it goes, see, it finds it here. But when it goes into my Paperpile, I find that I'm not able to actually access the article. It says incomplete, and down over here, you'll see at some point it will tell me I'm not able to have it. So I'm going to go to the print option, and it's not that I want to print it out. What I want to do is have it as a PDF. So I'm going to choose here Save as PDF instead of one of my printers. I'm choosing Save as PDF, Save. And for some reason EBSCO is giving me some trouble today. What I want to see is the full title, Coca's role in killer slide. I'm going to cancel it, and I'll show you how it will show when it's working properly. I have saved it from before, the PDF, so I'm going to upload it. And I got it from here, Coca's role in killer slide, and I upload it. Okay, this is the one where I just pasted in the title earlier, right here, and you'll see it says PDF not found. So that's where I want to add the PDF. Okay, I'm going to trash this one now because it's not going to work for me. This is the one I want. But you can see it looks a little funny. I have the PDF option there to view it, but it's not looking good. I'm going to go ahead and edit my data. I'm going to take off this here because the title of the article is just Coca's Roll and Killer Slide. And when I go in here, I want to see what else I can find. Okay, I've got a journal, I've got a date, I've got volume, issue, page. I've got quite a bit of good information here, and I need to include that in my source. So I'm going to choose journal article. I want to see if I can find any authors. I don't see an author here, but I do see the name of the journal is New Scientist, so I'll put that in. I'm not going to go through all of this right now, but I just want you to see that it's my responsibility to make sure that I have as much in here as possible. Volume 234, I have to put that in here, 234. Issue, if I have the issue, I do, 3120. Okay, I have to put this in here because I know the information. Okay, I'm not going to do it all, but this is what I need to do. Date published, I have it, so forth. Actually, I am going to put the date published because I need that for my in-text citation, 4/8/2017. 4/8/2017. Okay, I'm just going to choose this info. It might tell me, I have to do it in that format. See that where it tells me how to do the format? So I'm going to say April 8, April 8, comma, okay? And I'm just going to save it. I can do that now or I can do that later. It doesn't matter, but it has to be done before I start doing any sorts of citation. All right, let's go on. The other source I'm going to choose is Science in Context. One of my favorite things ever. Shows up like this. And I'm doing some searching around, Coca. One of the things I like about this one, it's very current, and also it divides the sources up by type. So you can say, oh, I want academic or I want magazine. The other thing I like about it is it gives you this search within results box, so I can narrow easily. And I'm doing some searching around. I already chose one over here. And I'm going to do the grab title option and see if I can get it from here. And there it is. I'll add it. I can close the box and it will still go in, so I can keep moving. The other thing I found from just Googling around is this lovely PDF. It's really, really good. So I'm going to take that one too. I downloaded it onto my computer already. So now I'm going to upload it. And I just drag it in. Happens to be right there. Drag it in and upload it. Okay, this is another one. It's going to give me some problems because when I look at the citation and use my brain to see if it makes sense, I'm going to notice some funny things here. Okay, so here, indigenous perspectives, okay, fine. It's got the authors as causes and solutions. I don't think so. Causes and solutions is not the author. Maybe I can find, aha, I have authors. Okay, so this is another one. I have to do a little bit more work here to see if I can find more information. I can choose whatever I can find about the thing. I make sure that I include it there, but for sure, this is not right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead actually, because we are going to cite this, I'm going to go ahead and put in these authors. Let's see what it does if I just paste it in. Ta-da. And date published, I think I can probably find that too. Author and date are huge. March 2015. I'm going to put that here, March 2015. And I don't think I have any of this other stuff. I do have a URL, however, which I can grab. The URL is optional. Ask your teacher if you have to have it or not. It's not required. It's actually not a journal article. I think it's more of like a paper. Okay. All right, what I have there is a lot better than what I used to have, so let's go ahead. Let's say I'm done. I've got all my sources. I'm going to add them to a folder. I'm going to create a folder called Deforestation. Some people like to do this right away at the beginning. That probably would be better. And I'm going to choose all these sources that I just located, and I'm going to put them in the folder. And now I'm going to cite these. I have already done my work, let's say, around, oh, Coca's role in Killer Slide. Let's just make sure. Did I find some information about that? Okay, a little better. At least I have the date. I've already done some of my work to make sure these are good, okay? I've got good information to include in the citation. So now I'm going to go to my paper. And I've written my paper. It's like magic. And let's say I want to put some citations. Here's a section that I know I paraphrased. I didn't make this up on my own. I found it in a source. So look, I have this new Paperpile button here. I go there and choose Insert Citation. And I remember that this came from the one called Coca's Killer Roll, or Slide, or whatever. And I can add it in. Notice here I have the option to add more details if I want, but I think it's fine for now. Okay, so I choose it and put it in, and there it is. Perfect. By the way, later we'll have to take off this underline and the color and everything, but for now it's kind of handy to have it there. I can go back to it immediately and so forth. Here's another one. This is a quotation, so for sure I'm going to cite it. I take my period out, move over, and insert the citation. And this one was from, let's see, let's say this one was from the Indigenous Perspectives piece. Indigenous, there it is. To-do! Add. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I have to add that because that didn't show out right. It's still showing this thing here, which is not right. I'm going to have to fix that one later because that's not right. Okay, but let's say I've done all my citations, because what I want, by the way, on that one is I want this to show the author. So I may have to do a little bit of editing here. I want this guy to show first. Yeah, I don't know why that's not showing. Annoying. Okay, so let's say I've done all my citations. I have 4 sources, so I must have at least 4 citations. Everything must be cited in my paper. The other thing I can do that's cool is a works cited. So, of course, it has to start on its own page, and it has to be centered. But now I go to Paperpile, and I want to cite all these sources that I've used in my paper. So I go to Citation. I've already chosen the style, but let me just show you. I've chosen APA because this is a science paper. If I was doing humanities or any of the languages or history, I would choose MLA. But for science, math, psychology, business, econ, we choose APA. So now I'm going to cite. I choose citation, and I paste. And whoops, oh, it's because it did. I don't want it centered. Negative. Okay, I'm going to move this up, up, up. It's good but not perfect. This has to be line spacing double. And I have to do my reverse indenting. I take the little triangle, move it over. I take the top rectangle, move it back. And I have to do a check and make sure that everything seems good. Okay, there's some funny stuff here. This is not correct. I'm going to have to change that. This here, I'm not 100% on that. But overall, it looks okay. Okay, we'll look in the citation guide for more details. But for now, because we're using Paperpile, this is basically how Paperpile works. Okay, remembering that Paperpile is not smart, we still have to do some of that nitty-gritty citation work behind the scenes. Okay, all right, hope you enjoy it. It's brand new to me as well, so if you find other ways that are better to use it, please let me know. Okay, thanks, bye.